Hey, had a little excitement today. Old Fireball here. Old Fireball, I've repaired a few times, has caught on fire through a breaker. So I got to wonder why. Why? I came up on it and I smelled what smelled like gunpowder, which was the burning fluff, and I looked down behind it. There's a little crack in the wall about yay far, right? So I look down and I see orange flame light on the wall. I'm like, okay. Unplugged it, dragged it out the door, flipped it open, can smell the gunpowder smell. I'm like, what the hell? I look down here, I could see flame right there, down at the bottom, which is where the motor is. So I'm imagining the motor sucked up some fluff and caught on fire, which is wonderful. These things, they look very mysterious, the big metal box. They look very, oh my gosh, industrial. I can't get in there. But fact is you undo a couple of little square-headed screws. One there, one over here. You undo those, and the whole face just pops off. And then you can wrestle with it and get it off the spindle, and then get the band undone. Right now the band's very tight, but the band will loosen up. You can get that off because there's an idler pulley with a spring, so you just slack that and you slip the drum out. Very simple machine. Behind here, something just like what you'd see in a toaster or a toaster oven. There's a coil, a very simple metal coil that goes around the back circle of the spindle halfway, like a horseshoe shape. And hot air is created by air being drawn past that by a forced air system. There's a little fan down there with a turbine, and all it does is draw air into this. So air is being sucked into the barrel, drawn into this. Supposedly this filter catches lint, yeah, and then it all blows out somewhere on the back of your house like that, right? It's very simple, nothing to it. You just take it apart, you clean it, and you can order these parts online. Some guy comes out here, he'll charge you $150 to look at it and fuss with it, and the parts he'll mark up 20-30% at least. So you can order all this stuff online, save yourself some money. Don't be afraid, just take this thing apart. There's nothing to it. Old Fireball, gonna go back in action. Wife is like, no! So old Fireball might have to live outside for a while until my wife gets over her voodoo of the fire. It was lucky I was sitting there at the computer, cogitating, meditating, thinking about great things, like what I was going to comment on next on YouTube. And there you have it. I hear a boom, and I smell something that smells like a firecracker went off, and I go back, and the dryer has stopped running and is on fire. Oh, Fireball. So, we were doing a little landscaping work yesterday. Here's the first thing I found in the dryer, hanging half out of here like this. Like that. See this? See the burn mark on it? Yeah, this is not really what you want rattling around inside your dryer. This looks like something that could definitely bridge out an electrical connection, wouldn't you say? Okay, we got old Fireball's face taken off here. Nothing to it, as you can see. See the burn marks? This is a brand new air handler assembly. This whole thing here is all new. I just put that in. So of course that would be the one thing that would catch on fire. As you can see, it's melted. Can you see that? Yeah, it's melted the plastic up in here. And this is where the fire was that I just put out. So the plastic itself is getting burnt. That's real nice, huh? So I've already replaced that, so I know that's no big deal, but I've got to see what caused it. Now, as you can see, there's looks like an arcing mark. So that's a piece of plastic. That's where that little, yeah, that little notch is not supposed to be there. That's where the, that little staple probably got hung up, and I bet you it somehow bridged a wire, started a fire. Fascinating, huh? Alright, so I've cobbled together a repair here. As you can see, this plastic doohickey is glued on here with a big foamy, globby adhesive, so it's part of the whole front panel door thing, so I don't think it's replaceable, really. The gasket itself was also held on with a blobby gluey substance. But what I've got here is a bunch of regular old door gasket material, and may not be the right material for it because it's polyurethane. It might not be able to handle the heat. I'm going to find out. And I'll run it for a while, and then I'll eyeball it and see if it shrunk up or deformed or anything. But if it works, great. If not, I'll find some urethane foam, handle higher temperature. So it's about ready to put this old cob back together. As you can see, these things are very, very simple. It's got almost like a trailer ball on the back. Just snaps into a socket right there. You put a little white lithium grease in there once in a while, not too much. And then you got your coil. Got your bare exposed windings on your motor. That's very tasty. Got your the idle puller thing there. And your forced air, it didn't completely catch on fire, which is nice. Glad about that. So my last little bit is to repair a wire up here that got chewed up. One of these little, you can see that, got chewed up. Now this isn't hot unless the door is open, so that staple must have bridged this, because this is the hot. It's the earth. This is the switch lead out to the, so who knows. Hope that doesn't happen anytime soon. So I'm going to give my old cobbled up fireball repair here. I'll test in a minute. Little dabble doer. So old fireball's back in action. Check it out, man. Whirring away, drying clothes. My riggedy rig keeps the raggedy old washer running. I'm a hero. My wife's gonna make me a sandwich.